Hi, everybody. Welcome to A Quickie with Miss B. Today is Tuesday. All this week, we're talking about funny random stories. We just wanted to take a break from whatever else is going on in the real world and have you join us here for a little bit of laughter. And you know where you can join us? You can find us in podcast on YouTube, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, Spreaker, just to name a few. And as always, thank you for joining us.
She's giggling because I told her, what's it going to be? She went, I don't know. And right now she's telling you all this as she's reaching the point of he was right. I should know. And now you're there. So I'm curious.
Oh, okay. I got to tell you my story, my funny story.
She's like, please come to mind. Please come to mind.
Okay. So this was back in high school.
Uh-oh.
And, my friend, who I probably cannot mention her name, but anyways, she had one of those. Remember those little Volkswagen Rabbits?
Those cars? I had a Rabbit.
They're small, right?
Yeah.
They're not as small as a smart car, but they're small. They're like the size of a Fiat. In case anybody doesn't know what the Volkswagen Rabbit looked like.
It's like a square.
Yeah.
Think of a Volkswagen Beetle.
Excuse me.
Now make it square.
Yep.
There you go.
And that's exactly what it was. So, anyways, this car was bright yellow. So you know who was driving it, and you could see for miles. Okay. So this particular one time, she says to me, "Come with me." She says, "I'm going to go for a ride." And I said, "Okay, well, where are we going?" She says, "I don't really want to say because if I tell you, you might not want to come with." And I said, "Okay." So
now I don't want to come with.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll come with. So we get into this car, this little Volkswagen Rabbit that's bright yellow that you can see coming for a mile. It's dark out. And we're cruising around, and all of a sudden we start turning into this neighborhood. And then all of a sudden we're kind of like slowing down as we're driving by this particular house. And I'm thinking, what the hell is she doing? Like, are we going to pick somebody else up? Or, like what's going on? So then all of a sudden she slows down in front of this house and then starts to speed back up. And she did this like 3 times. She went around the block and she was cruising past this house. I said to her, I go, "Are you stalking somebody?" Oh, well, turns out there was this cute boy that she had her eye on, and she wanted to know where he lived and, if he had a girlfriend. So she's like in stalker mode.
How's she going to know if he has How's she going to know if he has a girlfriend, if he's a young boy and he's at home with his parents and you're driving around? How are you going to know what the boyfriend girlfriend status is? When we're young, everybody out there, just so you know, if any kids are listening, when you're young, we're not smart. We were stupid too.
We're stupid too.
But don't think you're smart because you're not. We weren't either.
I said to her, I go, like, this isn't obvious. You slowed down in front of the house multiple times and you're driving this bright yellow car. You don't think you're not going to get noticed?
Well, let's hope that cops that are pulling us over don't realize that.
Okay, so fast forward a few weeks later, we're at a football game when, that was the thing to do on Friday nights is go watch the football game. So she parked her car, and somehow I think this boy that she was interested in,
stalking,
of the friends found out that she was like in stalking mode and didn't really appreciate the fact that they were stalking on their friend. So we get done with the football game. We come out to the parking lot where we had her car parked and was getting a ride home with her. They literally picked up the car and moved it across the parking lot and put it in a different parking spot altogether.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Imagine when we came out, we're looking in the spot where we're thinking that the car should be, and all of a sudden, she's in panic mode going, "Oh my God, somebody stole my car. How am I going to explain this to my parents?" And she was off and running faster than helicopter blades can twirl.
That would be a panic mode, yes.
So finally we started walking and looking around the parking lot and walking and realized that they had moved the car. And then
Well, it
later,
couldn't have been. It couldn't be that hard to walk around the parking lot and look for the giant banana-mobile. I mean, it wouldn't blend in, you know.
here's the funny thing is how many people did it take to actually pick up that car and move it?
It's not as bad as you think. Once you get like 10 people there, it might move a little easier than you think. Because they're not going to pick it. They don't literally deadlift it and carry it. They shuffle it over. Well, no, it's like you get 5 guys in the back that are bouncing it, and then one on the side. When they bounce up, he shoves it. And it moves over like a foot. And then you go around to the front, and you bounce it, right? And then when it goes up, you push it, and it moves about a foot. Everyone just has to watch their feet. But then it only takes so many of those till you got it out of the parking spot. And if she left the door unlocked, then you can get in and take it out of gear. And then you can shove it over.
Yeah, she didn't leave the door unlocked, but the look on her face was like, holy crap. So needless to say, that ended her stalking days. Anyways, I feel like the need to go buy a pair of new binoculars. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to A Quickie with Miss B. I'm Miss B. If you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out and any of the previous episodes that you might missed. I got a zit on my nose.
Okay.
Just seeing if you're paying attention.
All right. It's got a great big zit on her nose. You know the kind, guys. It looks like a third eye.
No, but I do have a bump. Seriously, I don't know what I did.
Oh yeah, it's totally serious.
How do you do that though? I mean, like bump your nose or get a bruise or something, and I don't feel it until like hours.
A lot of times it happens because of glasses. Do you put glasses on when you get in the car?
Well, yeah, I did have my glasses on.
There you go. That's probably what it was.
But it didn't hurt it.
You reach up and you bang them, and that's a sensitive spot. So you might, you never realize it. Never realize it until later.
A lot later.
And then someone loses a nose.
Or an eye.
There
you go. Okay, so you got a story?
Yeah. So, I was a receiving manager in a large retail establishment. I'll let the brains wander. All right, and one of the guys that I had originally started with long ago was leaving. Mm-hmm. This company started having splits in their stock, and people were actually doing okay. And I was still young in the company, but he had actually gotten enough where he was able to pay for a house. And he was moving back home. He wasn't going to have to work as hard, and he was going to have a house paid for. So he was rather excited. I saw several people leave in the early years of this company because they did good. So every time someone would leave, we would always you know what shrink wrap is? Mm-hmm. We would shrink wrap them to a chair, something goofy like that, Mm-hmm. And I'm supposed to follow suit because I'm the new guy. I'm the new guy taking over receiving. Gotta follow suit and do the same thing everyone's always done. I don't like that idea though. I want something amazing. All right. I want him to really know that this happened. So I find out where he's moving to and what the address is. And this is where it was a great idea and a fantastic thing, except for I might have jumped the gun a little bit. Yeah, so on the day in question when he's supposed to be shrink wrapped to the chair, that innocent little goofy thing, I decide I'm going to wait till he parks his Jeep, and I'm going to take off all 4 of his wheels. And I'm going to put his Jeep up on blocks, which is funny. Yeah, it's really, really funny. But what's even more funny is when you get the stupid idea to put each one of the wheels in a box and mail it to the house he's moving to.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
This could go wrong.
This is, well, it not could go wrong. This is where it went wrong.
Oh no.
Yeah. Because I didn't think about the money or anything like that at all. When I'm like, hey, we got an account, we'll just ship them. We had an account there, so it was just like, I shipped them, threw them in a box, and off they went to his home. And he came out later on that day and was like, where's my tire? Whoa, okay, all right, enough. Enough is enough. I got to drive to the new house, so let me know, where are they at right now? And everyone's like pointing at me, and I'm like, funny story. They left about, I don't know, 6 hours ago. Where are they? They're on their way to your house. What am I supposed to do to get? Yeah, it went left real quick. I didn't think about that part. Yeah. So yeah, he got out of work and his tires literally hadn't arrived there yet, but they were going to be there in a few days. And he was supposed to be leaving to go to drive there, and I had mailed his wheels and tires. So yeah, I had to go to the junkyard and find some wheels that were going to fit, first of all. And then we had to find some used tires to put on there. He's like, if I get a flat, I swear to God, you're paying for it. It's like, you got one on the door. I didn't take that one. So we need 3 more. Luckily, he doesn't have to drive that far. But he actually got there before his tires got there.
Oh, jeez.
And of course, his wife is the one who got there. Like, can we put these somewhere? She's like, what are those? And she opens them up. She goes, why would he mail his tires? So she thought her husband was insane. He didn't tell her because he didn't want her freaking out. So, the Jeep was there, and I bought the used rims and the used tires, which cost me $100 some odd bucks, by the way. Which back then was a lot of money. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he actually got there before his tires got there. His wife was there, and he wasn't there, and the tires arrived, and she's wondering why her husband took the tires off his car and mailed them home rather than just drive here with them. And she actually thought, since they were fancy tires, maybe he figured he would mail them to save on tires.
Save on the wear and tear.
Yeah, so he explained it all to her, and she called later that day to let me know what an ass I was.
You were on the list.
Yeah, but yeah, that was so if you get the crazy idea, kids, to mail one of your former boss's tires to his house, yeah, make sure he has other ones, especially if he has to drive. Because there's that whole problem, like the car's on blocks. How am I getting home? I hadn't thought about that part. I just was thinking how funny this is going to be when you walk out and find out I mailed your tires home. That's kind of where I stopped. And it was funny. Until you went, yeah, okay, funny's funny. Yeah, okay, now good. I have to drive home, so let me have the tires. No, I'm serious. I mailed them. That was a big oopsie moment. Oops. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that part. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yep. I did that.
And on that note, we better leave so John can go reflect.